Over to Dell'Orso, another three from Dell'Orso. Doesn't go. Owako with the offensive rebound, and he'll dunk it home for two. And Bradley steals it away. He'll lay it in for two. Back-to-back buckets for the Cats.
How many times have we seen now? That's 3 times this season. I think we've seen Jaden Bradley pull that heist on the inbound and he got a bucket for himself the first time he did it.
It's called a McConnell.
TJ McConnell TJ was pretty good at that back in the day.
Well, that's what he's known for in the NBA. That's what he's known for.
All right. All right, Wildcats get back on the winning track, 104-71. We'll take your calls on it, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. It's what you wanted. Again, a game like this, obviously a mid-major, but you got to win these games, and you want to win them going away. And we saw some of the things that we wanted to see in this ball game. How about the performance by Anthony Dell'Orso, who, again, just a bad 4 minutes. A bad 4 minutes against Duke. It's like Rhino said, I think, at the broadcast, he was clearly over his head in that game. Came in, immediately got his pocket picked by Tyrese Proctor, who went down and dunked the ball, and they were just attacking him, and we've seen him get attacked on defense the last couple of games, and it just was not a good thing for him. But he came out tonight firing. I think they played. Well, they did. They played. He was on a Campbell team that lost at Davidson last year, so I tweeted out he must have still been mad about that game because he came out firing, making 5 3-point shots tonight to finish with 21, and the Wildcats get the win 104-71. I'm David Kelly, joined as always by the captain, Calvin Ifan. You have a class of 1998, J.W. Madden here as well. An aggressive Caleb Love, which was one of the things I wanted to see. Good to see him get some confidence and get back going. They Davidson hit way too many 3-point shots, and that still is a huge concern for me. That if you give up 11 3-pointers to Davidson, you'll lose games like that in the Big 12 to real teams. Not just no denigration there to Davidson, but against Power 4 teams, you'll lose games like that, giving up 11 3-point shots. So that has to improve drastically. Initial thoughts on this one, guys?
Well, I'll say to that right there, I said that's the reason why you play these games, and you hope to play teams like Davidson who really move the ball and who have guys that can knock down shots. Hopefully they're not enough to beat you, but hopefully enough to get your guys to understand that they're going to have to get connected to these guys on the catch. On the catch mean when that guy catches the ball, you want to be right there on him where he can't get his shot off, and he basically has to pass it or go off the dribble, basically make him into 2-point shooting guys. But I thought overall the effort was there. This is Division I basketball. I expected Davidson to execute their offense. I didn't expect them to score that many points. Hence, I said that
under.
Right. So I didn't expect them to score that many points. Neither did I expect them to give up that many points to the U of A. I expected them to be a little bit better defensively, but with that being said, the ball was going in the basket, and that's how basketball goes. But I just thought overall the effort was there. You seen the energy of Caleb Love. You seen the energy trying to get the ball to the bigs. The bigs played well on the inside with Crevis and Tobey right there being aggressive. Townsend, I thought, played a good game as well. I saw a little bit of what Coach was talking about, Coach Lloyd, with the chemistry that him and Crevis have, passing the ball between each other. I can see where he's going there. But overall, man, I just thought that they needed this game where they can come out and and play well together.
Yeah, I mean, the 3-pointers were by design. That Davidson team, like I said in the pregame, shoots 22 threes a game. They are 31 of 88 on the season through their first 4 games. The reason they shot 34 tonight, 11 for 34, is because Arizona shut off their water in the paint. So they couldn't get the paint touches they had seen throughout this season. They're shooting like 60% inside the 3-point line this season. That's what their offense has been primarily focused on. They just couldn't get it. Much like you saw Arizona versus that Duke length, and they had a really hard time getting in the paint after the first half. Same with Davidson tonight against the Wildcats. So 11 for 34. I mean, that's right under 50% if they were 2-point shots. That's under 33% from three-point line. Obviously, DK, you're completely correct. 11 threes from a Big 12 team who also can get 50, 60 points in the paint. That's a recipe for disaster. This Davidson team shot 38% from the field tonight. Couldn't get much going inside the paint, and you got to give credit to the Arizona defense. Obviously, a little sloppy there in the first couple minutes, 3-5 minutes. They had 5 turnovers and gave up those 2 out-of-bounds plays. Really, really uncharacteristic. But after that, I think they settled in and really impressed with the 32-point win after we saw 2 upsets, guys, in this bracket earlier today. So, Arizona took care of business. On to the next round.
There you go, 104-71. Arizona now 3-2. They snapped the first 2-game losing streak of the Tommy Lloyd era, so it does not reach 3, and they will take on the Oklahoma Sooners tomorrow. So here is the schedule tomorrow at the Battle for Atlantis. Things will open in the morning with the first winner's bracket game. That'll be Louisville and West Virginia. That game will tip off at 10 o'clock our time, Tucson time, tomorrow. Then you'll go to the first loser's bracket game, and that's going to be a good one. Gonzaga or elimination bracket, whatever you want to call it. Some people don't like the term losers, whatever. Indiana versus Gonzaga will be the first game on the other side of the bracket. That'll be a 12:30 tip-off here in Tucson. Then we'll flip it back over to the winner's bracket side. Arizona and Oklahoma scheduled for 3 o'clock. And then the last game of the day will be Providence and Davidson. And that is scheduled for 5:30 our time in the Bahamas. So with the scheduled start time at 3 o'clock tomorrow, that means that our air time will now be 11:30 a.m. for Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. So Thanksgiving morning into the early afternoon with us. And then it'll be Brody and Ryan with you at 3 o'clock, with us coming back with you after the game right about the time you're in your food coma for Thanksgiving Day. So that's what we've got for day 2 in Paradise Island. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We'll take your calls and your thoughts on Arizona's win, 104-71. Much more straight ahead. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day with Kelvin Efon and J.W. Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona basketball is just getting started. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Dave & Buster's Tucson, Desert Diamond Casinos, Dorado Rock, First Chiropractic, Goodfellas AC, Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Royal GMC, Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, the Poston Results Team with Keller Williams, Southern Arizona, the Window Depot, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, a proud sponsor of Arizona Athletics since 1968. And this year, the Wildcats are driving into the Big 12. But we've been down this road before. From the WAC to the PAC, it's never been about the conference. It's always been about the Wildcats. And you can count on the Cats. And you can count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care for the very best deals on tires and award-winning auto care. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, we're here to get you there. Go Cats!
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rockin' K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 18 model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. LiveRockingK.com. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Hi, this is Peter Costa, former governor of the New York Stock Exchange and proud member of the Advisory Business Council with Meridian Wealth Management. One thing I've learned over 40 years on the floor is the value of a trusting relationship with your financial advisor. After all, everyone is a genius when the markets are going up, but when they drop, that's when the guidance of a professional is most important. For more information about Meridian, call 719-1433 or visit online at meridianwealthllc.com.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered registered investment advisor.
Honey, our yard's full of weeds. Looks like a jungle and the neighbors are complaining.
I know. I'm trying to get rid of them, but the product I'm using, it doesn't work.
Oh.
Not to mention, I don't have the time.
But it's not just weeds.
It's not?
No, I'm seeing ants.
Ants?
Yeah, and spiders.
Ooh, spiders.
I know, and I think I saw a scorpion.
No way.
Yes way, and there's a pack rat in our garage.
Ew. Okay, I'll call University Termite and Pest Control today. We'll get rid of all of them.
Okay, honey, thank you.
University Termite and Pest Control, locally owned. Find them online at bepestfree.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's November and the weather is cooling down. Now is the time to have your furnace serviced to ensure that it's operating safe and efficient. We also have a $79 garbage disposal service. And check out our monthly plumbing specials on our website. Call Pixrock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing for all your plumbing and heating needs at 520-492-0748 or pixrockschooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Don't hold back. Just dive right in. This is Desert Diamond. The round-the-clock, off-the-charts, over-the-top spectacle that puts a shine on any day, anytime. The tables are hot to the touch. The slots are spinning winners every day. And the point spreads are yours for the taking. So go ahead. Live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino. Visit ddcaz.com.
An enterprise of the Donna Ogden Nation.
The Window Depot is more than a window store. The Window Depot is a one-stop warehouse with everything you need for your complete home remodel. Shop the aisles of pre-built cabinets in a variety of colors, granite and quartz countertops, sinks, skylights, and hardware to complete your project. Need a custom order? We can help. Our designers offer free design services and can special order everything you need for your kitchen or bathroom remodel today. Shop thewindowdepot.com or find a location near you. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Driving the lane, dunking on the competition, and playing as a team. These are things we'll see this season watching our Wildcats play basketball. These happen to be the things you'll also find when you buy your next vehicle from O'Reilly Chevrolet. The only difference is at O'Reilly, nobody gets penalized for traveling. Heck, we actually encourage it. See us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or find new roads at O'Reilly.com, where you can experience our version of a steal. O'Reilly Chevrolet, more than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Our Window Depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden.
Over to Bailey, and his shot is going to be blocked away by Vasar. Arizona moving the other way. Caleb Love in the fast break. Crossover. Lay-ins up and good from Caleb Love.
Henry Vasar with the block shot at the rim. That keyed the break for the Cats.
Henry Vasar and the Wildcats getting back out in transition, which is what they like to do. 104-71 the final score. Arizona knocks off Davidson to end their two-game losing streak and move to 3-2 on this season. Henry Vasar finishing with 9 points, made 4 or 5 shots on the ball game. He had 6 rebounds in 18 minutes. The bench was just dominant in this ball game in terms of outscoring Davidson. The bench points 43-14 in this ball game. Mo Krivas made all 4 shots he took in 17 minutes as Tommy Lloyd went back to his original lineup. Toby Awaka starting, Mo Krivas coming off the bench. You heard him in the pregame show say that he felt like maybe that was a decision, not maybe the right decision for him to start Mo Krivas in the game against Duke. And it's clear, at least it's been clear in the last 2 games, that Toby Awaka plays with a little bit more energy when he's in the starting lineup.
Yeah, it's clear. I mean, and sometimes just as a player, when you feel like you've earned that spot, and you have a different little bounce to you, and then and the coach said himself, it wasn't like he did anything to lose the spot, right? So I think the kid, the way it looked in the game, he didn't bring that same energy. I didn't think. I mean, and so you look at this game, 14 minutes. Is that correct?
14. You mean for Krivas or for Awaka? That can't be right. He played more than, I think he played more than 14 minutes.
Let me look at the official.
Yeah, so it's at 13, but 13 and 10, man. I mean, I know that is official, because I saw the kid, man.
Something going on with these score sheets. Tommy actually called out the scores at McHale Center after the game the other night because they had Mo Krivas for 5 turnovers in the first half, and he only had 2 for the game. We've seen a number of issues with the scoring.
Yeah, the official one says 14 minutes as well.
Wow.
Back to that 43 points off the bench. That's 35 more than they had versus the Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah.
So much needed.
Indeed. The first thing I wrote down, the first point that I wrote down in this game at the outset was just the passing was sloppy. Very sloppy in that first opening stanza of the game. I think they had ended up with 14 turnovers in this game, and they had 5 in the first 5 minutes of the game, and that allowed Davidson to get out to that early lead. So I tweeted somebody, I texted somebody. It looked like they were on vacation for the first 5 minutes of that game, but they got themselves together, and a lot of that came from really dominating the paint inside, getting the ball inside to their big guys, whether that was Awaka, whether that was Krivas. I mean, look at the big men numbers in this game in terms of Awaka, 6 for 10, Townsend, 6 for 11. We mentioned Vesar and Krivas coming off the bench and going 8 for 9. Those guys got the ball in the paint, and they finished in the paint. I would think that between those 4 guys, just off the top of my head, without looking at it, that's probably pretty close to 60% shooting, if not more than that, between those 4 guys tonight.
Yeah, 50 points in the paint, Kelvin.
Yeah, man, that was dominant. I mean, and that's what you want to see. I mean, when you have that type of size and guys that actually can score the basketball, especially when you're talking about Krivas, Townsend, and Vesar, and then also the rebounding ability and scoring around the basket that Tobe brings. You expect that every game, especially going into the Big 12. That's why you go and look at my keys. I said get into the paint. Hopefully find the big man, get those guys involved. I thought the guards did a great job playing from the inside out. They threw the ball inside to those guys, let those guys touch the ball. I think hopefully they go back and look at this and see how successful everybody was. That's the way that they should play.
Those 4 guys ended up going 20 for 30. When you talk about Trey Townsend, Toby Awaka, Henry Vesar, and Mo Krivas, 20 of 30. That's 67% for those 4 guys. That's a pretty dang good night.
And the reason why you shoot such a high percentage is that was all at the rim.
Yeah, absolutely.
All those shots, it wasn't mid-range, wasn't 8 foot, it wasn't 6-foot hook shots. Those guys made a conservative effort. It looked like they practiced.
Yeah.
Look, when you see that many guys, making no type of effort, even Caleb Love getting to the rim, it looked like they practiced, and like he may have had a conversation with coach and said, "Hey, I'm fine with you shooting the threes, but I need you to get to the rim too, man. Don't take away from some of the superpowers you had. Remember last year, all the nice dunks getting to the rim that he used to have? I haven't seen one of those this year yet, but I want to see some of those signature one-hand dunks again, getting to the rim. But hey, I don't care if they're dunks or layup. You need him being aggressive, getting downhill, because it makes the team overall
Now, you're
better.
talking about Krivas? Or who you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Caleb.
Caleb,
right now.
okay, Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. He was much more aggressive. I'm interested to see the shot chart to find out how many of his field goals came in the lane, because obviously he hit the 3 threes. I would imagine the other 4 field goals he made were all at the rim in this particular ball game. The other point I kind of wrote down was that this was one of those games built for Toby Awaka. I mean, he was not going to give up a rebound in this game, and it was clear from the get-go that he was establishing his position down there and back to being the double-double guy we had seen early on, 13 points and 10 rebounds. And again, I think just the energy level that he brings as a starter, it's hard, and I don't know how that's going to work moving forward. But I just think that
I don't understand why it has to be a competition, right? Like Krivas was hurt.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't start the season, right? And Tobe brings a completely different aspect. So in a game like this, I understand why Coach. I know he said after the game, maybe I jumped the gun and Krivas wasn't quite ready. But if you look at that Duke lineup, Kelvin, I mean, they got a couple of 7'2" guys who are active out there. Right. And Mr. Awaka would be giving up 7 inches in that matchup. So I understand that. I think it'll just be situational. I don't think it has to be either or. I think both those guys are going to play. Look at the minutes, right? Tobey had foul trouble. That's why he had 4 fouls. That's why he only played the 14 minutes.
Right.
Krivas gets 17 minutes. I think you're going to see that kind of thing regardless of who starts. But Tobey clearly, you know how many starts he's had in his college career in his 3 years? 4.
The ones here.
Yeah, so he's never started a single game at Tennessee.
And I think, and just to be real with you, J-Dub, I'm pretty sure that's why he transferred.
For sure.
I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if he came here to be a starter, but I'm going to continue to watch. But from what I've seen, he seems to play better starting.
In the one game,
absolutely.
against Duke, he looked completely different, like energy-wise.
Right.
Like we saw a completely different Tobey Awaka versus that Duke. Now, maybe their 6'9", 6'10", 7'2" athletic front line of NBA, future NBA players had a little something to do with that. Obviously, the Davidson Wildcats couldn't exactly match that size and athleticism. But moving forward, the more energy Tobey Awaka brings, we've now seen 4 games, guys, where he's gotten 8 rebounds in the first 12 minutes of the game. It's all front loaded. Most of those boards came real early. And a super force on the offensive glass. That's what the real thing is. 5 offensive glass, 5 offensive boards.
And I'll tell you what, J-Dub, and as from my coach's hat, if I want them, I want them early because it establishes dominance. It gets fouls on guys, right? And it lets your other guys play a little freer and let them kind of get a part of that party too. You need a guy who kind of starts it. That can be physical and just kind of throw their body around. Don't even care about fouls and all that stuff like that, right? Because he's not your dominant offensive force. We talked about that. I said you got 20 fouls right there between those 4 bigs that they have. And to me, Tobey is a guy that shouldn't even worry about fouling. Go get the rebound.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. We saw it the first few games, Kelvin. He came in there. I expected him to be aggressive on the boards, but it was a different level of what we even saw on the tape on film at Tennessee. It's just a completely different animal. So when he comes with that energy, there's nobody that we haven't seen anybody like that, Kelvin.
If he can some kind of way bring that from off the bench, that same type of energy, that would be valuable to the team. But I will say this, like I know. He beats guys up and it softens them up for Krivas when he comes in.
Well, that's what I was thinking. When you said do it early better, I'm thinking, hey, if Tobey goes in there and he's boxing out as hard as he can, there's a little bit of gun shyness from the other team, Kelvin, when you're talking about him just ripping rebounds down left and right over the top of guys and boxing guys out and pushing them outside the lane.
Pushing them in their bag,
exactly.
everything.
Then after those first 10 possessions, those guys are not crashing maybe quite as hard as they might have. So, yeah, there's no doubt that Krivas gets a lot of benefit from having Awaka be in there and, press his physicality on the opponents early.
520-848-1290, Arizona 104, Davidson 71. Much more straight ahead. We'll review our keys to the game, best bets, and our Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Who will that be tonight? Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day rolls on after a big win for the Wildcats down in Paradise. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Make Dave & Buster's a part of your weekly rituals. Military Monday, get extra gameplay on your card. Tuesday night is Trivia Night with great prizes. Thursday is extra credit with student discounts on gameplay after 9 p.m. Stop in Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch specials. Want more? Rewards members will get an extra 100 chips with the purchase of 100 chips and Sunday sips for hospitality workers. Full and quick service restaurants, hotels, and amusement parks. Discounted beverages and apps after 9 p.m. only at Dave & Buster's. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats radio broadcast. 2 powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair CoolWillies.com.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE EAGLE.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rockin' K, with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Broadway in Tucson presents the new 2024-2025 season, featuring 6 blockbuster productions, including Mamma Mia, and the Southern Arizona premieres of Clue, live on stage, Beetlejuice, Some Like It Hot, the Neil Diamond Musical, A Beautiful Noise, and Shucked. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the best prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2024-2025 season tickets today.
Driving the lane, dunking on the competition, and playing as a team. These are things we'll see this season watching our Wildcats play basketball. These happen to be the things you'll also find when you buy your next vehicle from O'Reilly Chevrolet. The only difference is at O'Reilly, nobody gets penalized for traveling. Heck, we actually encourage it. See us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or find new roads at O'Reilly.com, where you can experience our version of a steal. O'Reilly Chevrolet, more than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. You're listening to the flagship of Arizona Wildcats Athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. Our Window Depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden.
Bailey on the right block. He'll go up from the left side. It's no good, and Owaka pulls down. Another rebound for Arizona. Nice pass from Bradley. Down low, and Trey Townsend dunks it home.
Run the floor, and Arizona this year has not had post-rim runs like that. Trey Townsend rocks the rim.
Arizona Wildcats win it 104-71 over the Davidson Wildcats. They dominated the boards 47-31. Who is your Window Depot glass cleaner of the game? Candidates: Toby Owaka finished with 10, another double-double. KJ Lewis finished with 10 as well. Henry Vasar off the bench with 6. But I think we've got to go with KJ Lewis in this particular ball game. Just 3 points for KJ, but he did have the 10 rebounds in the contest. I believe that's his first double-digit rebounding performance of this particular season. So KJ Lewis is your Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Window Depot, lowest prices and biggest inventory. Shop thewindowdepot.com. KJ Lewis, a little bit of foul trouble tonight. Finished with 4, but
he got hurt.
Yeah. 1 assist as well in the game, but 2 assists for KJ Lewis to go along with 3 turnovers in the contest.
Yeah, and he had a couple of those early turnovers. Yep. You know, one thing I love about the kid, though, 9 defensive rebounds, and he does a great job of rebounding, taking pressure off the point guard by pushing the ball up the court and then moving the ball around. So, you know, he's showing his intangibles, guarding 1 through 4, seen him guarding different guys at different times. So he brings a lot of intangibles. I thought he was a little loose with the ball early, 1 for 3, wasn't very aggressive as far as trying to score the ball, but I actually liked that, though. I thought he was doing too much in the last couple games. I thought that he's more of a hustle energy type of guy, and that's to me that's where he's is going to hang his hat on.
He's got to do what you just described. Because he's not a guy at this stage of his career, Kelvin, who's going to put guys on skates or get by guys first line of defense off the dribble outside of a straight line drive, okay? And so when you're talking about ripping down that he was one of the most athletic threes around. So ripping down that defensive rebound and pushing with purpose while the other guys fill the lane, you saw right there on that highlight, that was a Townsend Tabellis move, right? Where he just sprinted down, sealed his man underneath the rim, caught the pass from Jaden Bradley and got the dunk. Rim running is going to be all over the place with this team. There's some athletic bigs. So for a guy like KJ, getting that defensive rebound, Kelvin, and pushing straight line drive and getting it up the court to put defensive pressure on those guys, that's his best asset right now offensively, is really put pressure in the open court.
I know there's been some calls, and we talked about it in the pregame show for more minutes for Carter Bryant maybe, but Tommy Lloyd not necessarily biting at that, not wanting to put too much pressure on his talented freshman just yet. Kept him to 14 minutes in this ball game. Thought in a game like this, maybe you might see him a little bit more. Finished with just 3 points on 1 of 4, 1 of 3 from three-point land. Did have a couple of rebounds. I remember one rebound real early when he just went in and attacked the glass to get a defensive board to when, early in the game when Davidson was kind of rolling, to help stem their run just a little bit. But again, I don't anticipate that. Tommy's never been the type of guy to panic and put too much pressure on a young guy, and I don't think that that's something he's going to start to do now with a guy that's talented at Carter Bryant. His minutes will get better and get more some as we go across this season.
Well, Kelvin, he's a straight fundamental purist. If you watch Carter Bryant play, he's really a fundamentally sound player and heady enough to know not to do what he doesn't know how to do, right? So what I'm seeing right now is him keeping it simple, Kelvin.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying as well. I think about 15 minutes is right about what he's earned, maybe 10. Because you got to remember, man, in some of these tough games, you got to play your older guys about 30 minutes a game, right? So you don't want to put too much on the young guy. He with the minutes that he's getting, he's showing to have some defensive intelligence, IQ, being in the right place, rotating on the offense. As J-Dub was saying, he's not trying to do too much. He's looking for that 3-ball. He's looking for that 3-ball, but I can't, quite blame him for that.
He's nice off that catch and shoot. I like the catch and shoot threes from Carter.
Good. Yeah. 1 for 3. That's 33%. So we'll work with that right now. But again, he's another guy that is athletic, right? And I always say when you have a 6'6" or a taller, even 6'4" athletic wing, you have to go offensive rebound for me. You have to. You are more athletic than your matchup.
Right.
He's going to be more athletic, so he has to get on the boards more. How many boards did he have today?
2.
2.
Yeah, none at the offensive end.
Yeah, I just and I'm critiquing the young fella hard, but I guarantee you that's the same thing that coach is looking at as well. But you see all the intangibles though. They're there.
520-848-1290. You can call us. You can text us at that number. We are streaming the show on a number of different platforms. WildcatsRadio1290.com. Download our app, Wildcats Radio 1290. You can interact with the show by way of text, by way of audio, by way of video, all on the front page of our app. So get that today. Also, your interactive device, whether that's Alexa or Google Play, just ask for Wildcats Radio 1290, and you can listen to the show there as well. Let's chat with Gilbert. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show after 104-71 Arizona win over Davidson.
Good evening, Kelly, JW, and Calvin. Do you think KJ Lewis should play more minutes?
Should KJ Lewis play more minutes? He played 25, which was pretty much around the same as all. Caleb and Trey played 28. Jaden and Trey played 25. The only starter, and I still don't think this is right. It says Toby Awaka played 14 minutes, but I don't think
Yeah,
that's
he was in foul trouble.
right. Was he?
Yeah,
Four
no.
fouls, yeah, like I said.
Okay.
He had 4 fouls.
Maybe that was right.
And the reason why the minutes are down a little bit, you got to remember they're here to win a championship.
3 games in 3 days, guys.
It's a three days, 3 games in 3 days. So you want to be around 25 to 28, a little less than 30. You know, if you can, especially these first 2 games. That last game is whatever. You got to go 35. You do 35.
How many do you want to see him play, Gilbert?
No, that's good. 25, like Calvin was saying, 30 minutes would be good too. But, all right, you have a good evening.
You too. Appreciate you,
All
Gilbert.
right.
Thanks for the call. 520-848-1290. That opens up a line for you to get in on the program.
So-
Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. Go ahead, J-Dub.
I was just going to say, their next game, guys, is next Saturday. So, I mean, there should be nothing left in the tank, right?
Oh,
after
you
Friday.
mean after
we
Friday.
got,
Yeah, you got a week
8
off.
days, 8 days off to the next game.
Yep. And I believe it's at Southern Utah, I believe, at home.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
then
Southern
the
Utah is coming to
following
town.
Saturday after that, you've got the UCLA game up in Phoenix. So, you got a lot of time to get rest, get right, one game, and then head up there to Phoenix and take on your former brothers from the Pac-12.
And what you're doing is strategically with these minutes, you understand that Oklahoma just played. They had to play heavy minutes to win that game. So if you can rest your guys extra 10 minutes or, 5 to 10 minutes, that little extra time gives you a little bit of an advantage. Especially we needed that rest because our guys played the second game.
Yeah.
Right? Oklahoma's getting a little bit more rest. They're relaxing. Again, they played a tougher game. They it got down there to the wire, which could be good for them too. Because when you play those tough close games, you're ready for a close game. So I just feel like that, in the end, getting a little less minutes was real good for these guys. And I thought Coach Lloyd and them was right on point with that.
They got another Kobe coming our way, DK.
Ooh.
Kobe Elvis.
Kobe.
Great name. He had 26 against Providence today.
And I guess you were right, Kelvin. I guess young Bryce James apparently did take a visit here to Arizona this past week.
He did it with the Duke game, I believe.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
came to the Duke game. Yeah, that was
him and Mom were in
Pretty
town.
cool.
And they were sporting their U of A leather jackets and some pictures. How about that right there? Would you mind? We'll have to make that a question of the day. Would you like to see one of the James boys here playing for your Arizona Wildcats?
Well, that's the only one.
The only one left.
One left, so it got to be him. That would be a different route than what his brother took. I mean, no, it wouldn't. I'm sorry. His brother went a year to USC.
A year.
So
yeah.
I don't. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong right
and
there.
they think
I can see that
there are people that say that they believe Bryce might be the better player. I mean, I've never seen him play, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But I've heard others say that.
I mean, he's bigger. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Bronny's like 6'1". So that in itself, is a little bit of an advantage for basketball wise, but. I've watched him and he's a real good basketball player. Got that pedigree. And it'll be interesting to see if he's a guy that actually is really looking at Arizona. But I can see his style. His style of play, even Brunny's, fit with Arizona's because they're unselfish players and they play within the system. So I could see it working.
520-848-1290, Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show. Wildcats beat Davidson 104-71. Much more straight ahead. We'll review our keys to the game, best bets, and we will give you all the scores. Plus, you'll hear from the head coach, Tommy Lloyd, and I believe it was Anthony Dell'Orso and Caleb Love alongside him in the post-game press conference. Arizona wins. The losing streak is over at 2. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona basketball is just getting started. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Dave & Buster's Tucson, Desert Diamond Casinos, Dorado Rock, First Chiropractic, Goodfellas AC, Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Royal GMC, Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, the Post and Results team with Keller Williams Southern Arizona, the Window Depot, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
2025 is bringing the biggest change to air conditioning in decades. New EPA regulations mean AC costs could rise by up to 25%. If you've been thinking about replacing your old AC, now's the time. Rightway is offering zero interest financing and a free furnace when you replace your AC this month. Don't wait till next year when prices go up. Call Rightway today for your free no obligation estimate. Call 520-549-2697.
Quick, she's over here. I don't know. I just found her like this.
Yeah, she's banged up, but she'll be fine.
Oh, thank God. What can I do?
Just need the keys. And, sir?
Yeah?
Your car's gonna be fine.
Thank you.
Mobile detailing from Recon Auto Detailing. Tired of wear and tear on your vehicle or just tired of cleaning it yourself? We'll come to you. Book with us online and see why we have over 1,100 5-star reviews. Recon Auto Detailing. ReconDetail.com.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or RoyalKia.com.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Hey homeowners, are you ready to chill out and go green? Goodfellas Air Conditioning can help. Introducing our latest lineup of energy-efficient systems featuring the new R32 refrigerant. It's cooler, greener, and better for the planet. You'll enjoy lower energy bills and a smaller carbon footprint. Not a fan of change? Goodfellas has a surplus of reliable R410 systems available. Unsure about what system you have or have questions? Give us a call for a free inspection. Goodfellas Air Conditioning, keeping it cool, keeping it green, and always keeping you comfortable.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Don't hold back. Just dive right in. This is Desert Diamond. The round-the-clock, off-the-charts, over-the-top spectacle that puts a shine on any day, anytime. The tables are hot to the touch. The slots are spinning winners every day. And the point spreads are yours for the taking. So go ahead. Live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino. Visit ddcaz.com.
An enterprise of the Dell'Orso and Nation.
Bear down, Wildcat Nation. Our Window Depot coverage of U of A basketball continues. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. A full wrap-up on today's Wildcats contest, top takeaways, reaction from the players and head coach Tommy Lloyd, plus your thoughts on what you saw. The postgame show is brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is your home for Arizona basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Conrad Martinez, who brings it up for Arizona, over to Townsend, now Dell'Orso. Pulls up for three. That's good from Anthony Dell'Orso. Why not? Another Lexus of Tucson charity three.
5 of them. 5 of them. 5 triples for Anthony Dell'Orso on 7 attempts. The Wildcats, a 19-3 run over the last 6 minutes and 16 seconds to put Davidson away.
Yeah, great way to close because, after that crazy play where Jaden Bradley got the steal and threw it like no look back to Caleb, and he hit the 3 to put him up 12, Davidson didn't want to go away. I think they went on an 8-0 run after that and cut the lead down to like
they had back-to-back
4
threes right after right after that crazy play. They hit back-to-back threes and were right back in it.
And Tommy had to take a timeout after that 8-0 run, and then the Wildcats came out and pretty much salted the game away after that. But Anthony Dell'Orso, 8 of 11 overall. You heard Rhino say there, 5 of 7 from 3. Tremendous game for that young man. Again, 21 points coming off what happened in the Duke game. Great to see him bounce back. Great to see him, again, I don't know how good a defensive player he's going to be, but and that's still something that we're going to have to take a closer look at, especially maybe in a game like tomorrow when you're playing a Power 4 team like in Oklahoma. But if he can give you that type of offense on certain nights, that's going to be something to have, because he's that one guy that can get on a 3-point bender like that's not named, Caleb Love or KJ Lewis. He's the one guy maybe off that bench who can really be that outside shooter for you. So it's good to see it.
You got to keep it simple, right? I mean, Dell'Orso off the catch and shoot, quick release, real pure. I mean, we saw that tonight. We saw that in the preseason. We saw the exhibition games. If he's playing around with it off dribble, I don't like his 3 as much, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Off dribble as I do catch and shoot. But as far as guys, you wanted to let it go the second he gets it, and that when you're moving the ball around the perimeter and rotating after Caleb Love gets doubled for the 50th time in that game, Dell'Orso is that dude.
And I thought, I think it was his first basket, which was just a nice, real comfortable pull-up two off of a screen that got him going. And I thought that I just liked the confidence he showed in taking that first shot after the way things had gone down in the Duke game. And I'm sure that it looked good to me, and I'm sure that gave him a lot of confidence to lead to what we saw the rest of that game and him being able to make 5 3-point shots. So kudos to him on that.
Yeah, and you get some guys that are offensive inclined, and once their offense kind of start going good, they start playing better defense and pass a little bit better and different things like that. And he seems to be, kind of one of those guys. I think today helped a little bit. He's familiar with Davidson.
Yeah.
And I think he's familiar with him and understands his capability against him. So I think this was right on time for him to be able to get a familiar face so he can go out there and play confidently. But the other thing is this. He had to be playing well at practice for his teammates to have that confidence in him, and for coach to have that confidence in him to still put him in that situation where he could take those shots. So it was great to see him put those games behind him and come back in a game like this and really show up and kind of show the fans what he brings to the table.
Yeah, I think if you just listen to Anthony Dell'Orso's talk, that young man has no lack of confidence.
Right. No, that's fact.
He's always coming back.
Indeed, he is. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. J-Dub, why don't we review our best bets in this one, as the Wildcats came in as a 15.5-point favorite in this game with a over-under of 154.5 against Davidson tonight.
Tucson, what happened with today's best bets? Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to look at the best bets, brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
All right, 15.5. They win by 33. Kelvin and I laid that 15.5. That's a winning ticket for both Kelvin and I. J-Dub took the Davidson and the 15.5. Losing ticket on that side. Everybody took the under on this one at 154.5, and it goes way over that. I don't think we thought, again, this was going to be a 175er tonight, but that is what we got there, as both teams, again, showing that they could score at the offense. And we kind of talked about Davidson had shown the ability to score in the 80s in a handful of their games already this season, but and they continued to play that way tonight.
Yeah, but
versus William Peace.
Right. And I was going to say, personally, I was disappointed in our team's defense. on these guys, especially from the three-point line. You knew that those guys were going to have to shoot the three. I mean, they shot 35 to make 11, 34. I just feel like that 5 of those still could have been taken away. I think you could have brought those attempts down to maybe 25. I think you could have took 10 of those away, which probably would have took 5 threes away. And just understanding who you're playing, they had like one guy that was driving. What was it, number 23? They had like one guy actually that was driving. So the other guys were basically just moving the ball around looking to shoot threes. You have to recognize that a little bit sooner. So I'm critiquing them. I mean, they won big, but I still believe that you don't want to let teams get comfortable like that, and you don't want teams seeing this, because you guys said it yourself. If some of those teams in the Big 12, they look on there and say, oh, man, we're going to be able to get off 43s against them, and we're going to get some dunks, right? So we got a great chance of beating them. That's how people feel. So you want to take those shots away. I always say take away the two-way go, which means the three and getting to the bucket. I'm going to force you to be a two-point shooting team and force you to go into the teeth of all these huge guys and athletic wings that I have.
You were talking about number 23. That was Connor Cochera. He finished with 20 points on 8 of 18. Most of his shots came on the drives, and from 2, it was Bobby Durkin, who, again, we had talked in the pregame show, was their three-point threat, and he hit all 5 of his buckets from behind the arc to finish with 15 points in the game. Again, they were 11 of 34 for 32% from behind the arc in the contest. All right, so just to wrap up our best bets, 1 cash ticket for Kelvin and I, and no cash tickets for J-Dub on this one.
Those are today's best bets. They're brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
104-71, the final. We'll review our keys to the game. Your scoreboard. We'll let you hear from the fellas coming up next. Down in Paradise Island, the Bahamas. At the Imperial Arena, Arizona beats Davidson 104-71. It's Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, along with Kelvin Ifan and JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona basketball rolls on. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Broadway in Tucson, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, Drain Medics, First Choice Pools, Goldberg and Osborne, The Injury Lawyers, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, Lexus of Tucson, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Recon Auto Detail, Right Way Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Rockin' K Master Plan Community Designed by Nature, Showtime Sports Cards, Tucson Police Department, University Termite and Pest Control, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Make Dave & Buster's a part of your weekly rituals. Military Monday, get extra gameplay on your card. Tuesday night is Trivia Night with great prizes. Thursday is extra credit with student discounts on gameplay after 9 p.m. Stop in Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch specials. Want more? Rewards members will get an extra 100 chips with a purchase of 100 chips and Sunday sips for hospitality workers. Full and quick service restaurants, hotels, and amusement parks. Discounted beverages and apps after 9 p.m. only at Dave & Buster's. Any repair, coolwillies.com.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg and Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg and Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg and Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rockin' K, with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Broadway in Tucson presents the new 2024-2025 season, featuring 6 blockbuster productions, including Mamma Mia, and the Southern Arizona premieres of Clue, live on stage, Beetlejuice, Some Like It Hot, the Neil Diamond Musical, A Beautiful Noise, and Shucked. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the best prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2024-2025 season tickets today.
Driving the lane, dunking on the competition, and playing as a team. These are things we'll see this season watching our Wildcats play basketball. These happen to be the things you'll also find when you buy your next vehicle from O'Reilly Chevrolet. The only difference is at O'Reilly, nobody gets penalized for traveling. Heck, we actually encourage it. See us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or find new roads at O'Reilly.com, where you can experience our version of a steal. O'Reilly Chevrolet, more than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Our Window Depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden.
Trevas pulls down the rebound for Arizona. Pass up to Caleb Love on the right side. Love drives right down the lane. He finishes and one for Caleb Love.
What a play from Caleb Love. Took it on the right side of the floor, crossed to his left hand, which is not usual for Caleb Love. He hung in the air, took the contact, swooping left hand lay-in, and the harm. The Cats have built their biggest lead.
Good to see Caleb Love getting back to his aggressive ways in this ball game today. And the Wildcats win it 104-71 over Davidson. Caleb Love in the contest, 20 points, 7 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 7 from behind the arc, 3 of 3 from the line. About the guards today from the line. Jaden 4 for 4, Caleb 3 for 3. KJ hit his lone shot, so they went a combined 8 for 8 as the Wildcats made 15 of 20 as a team. And Caleb again in 20 points in 28 minutes to go along with 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and 1 steal. Caleb was at the podium along with the head coach, Tommy Lloyd, and Anthony Dell'Orso. Let's hear from the fellows after a 104-71 win.
This is your
dream.
Hey, this is your dream, sir.
Bruce,
I
good
hope
to
we have
see you.
someone else too. Oh my
It was great. It was good. We needed to get back out there. We needed to play. And, sometimes,
we got a big one tomorrow.
You're a program that is on the fortunate side of winning and losing.
Coach, start with the opening
the losses are tough. Yeah. Having to kinda, Bruce, good to see you. Grind through those feelings the last couple weeks. It was great. It was good. We needed to get back out there. It makes you appreciate how hard it is. Sometimes you're the moments when you are a program that I'm really proud is on the fortunate side of winning and losing.
Good overall team performance tonight.
The losses are tough.
There were some mistakes made.
Davidson, puts you grind through those feelings. The last couple they run their stuff with really good pace. And really it makes you appreciate how hard it is. I think we got a little more comfortable in the second half guarding the moments when you are successful. So I'm really proud of the guys. I did not really good overall team performance tonight. That lead got pretty big. There were some mistakes made, but that's just a credit to Davidson puts you in position to make mistakes, and they run their stuff with really good pace, and they're really crafty, and I think we got a little more comfortable in the second half guarding it. But man, I did not feel comfortable until that lead got pretty big. Yeah, I mean, just listen, a few of them. That's just a credit to them and their turnovers. And I think sometimes in these tournaments you get out there, it's kind of your first time playing on a court. It's a brand new basketball. We can hear you got to get a little bit of a feel for things and our guys were trying to be good teammates and pass the ball. I think a couple of them, 3 of them were. I think 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, just listen. A few of them are just passing turnovers. For the most part, I think sometimes we're not going to get out there. It's kind of your first time playing on a court. But I'm brand new basketball. Kind of hung with it and responded. And us coaches are on them pretty hard and maybe got a little frustrated moments, here and there. And the players did a great job of kind of taking a breath and working themselves through it.
Just not going out there worrying about anything, trusting in my teammates and, having my teammates and coaches trusting me. I just wanted to go out there and have fun. I said that in a press conference before the game, and that's exactly what I did, But, it wasn't about me. It was about my team. Delly broke through today. I was proud of him. He was my player of the game. I was so happy to see him break through and, make those shots because, we in the gym every day, and I see how hard he works. He continues to, push through mistakes and hardships and I kind of, like I said, I see myself and him a little bit when I was younger and things like that. I mean, he's not that younger than me, but I know how I watched his highlights when Coach Lloyd when he committed and I know how good he is, how good of a player he is, and like I said, I was happy for him to have this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long since I played a game, I was trying to get out of that practice slump. But like Caleb said, like we all looking out for each other. We all trying to, we all had big moments today, and that's a good thing for our team because we can play together. But yeah, I mean, break that cap with that practice feeling into the game mode again, just like last season. Like that's something I was happy for. But also, like, I mean, Caleb's, being humble, but he also had 25 rebounds, 4 assists. So like he's been humble, but he had a great game too. So like, we all had moments, and it's great for our team to, get that individual success. That way, as a team, we can be better.
Yeah, Caleb, was that you mentioned you wanted to go to the basket? You did that tonight, but you started with that big 3 at the beginning. I'm wondering, was that kind of a confidence booster that got you going in particular, or were you already feeling it?
No, it's a rhythm 3. I try not to, take out the bad shots, and that definitely was a confidence booster. And then going in, I wanted to, attack the basket. That was something that, I've been good at my whole career. And so I just wanted to get back to it.
You guys, this probably seems like the best offensive flow.
Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like it. I think there was good tempo. There was good ball movement. I think we were kind of getting our break going a little bit north-south. And then I think once we kind of settled in the half court, we were getting the ball going east and west, side to side, and kind of, finding angles to attack. And, our big guys, they weren't perfect, but they're coming along. And that's just game tomorrow. But, I think there's a better chance than there was, 2 weeks ago. And that makes me excited. But these other guys are coming. I can see and feel Henry coming. I can see Krivas coming. Tobe, he's so close. You know what I mean? Some of these foul issues he's having a little bit, and kind of figuring out some of our defensive stuff. But he also has a double in 13 minutes, and there's more there. So that stuff excites me, and I'm excited. We just got to do a great job hanging together and understanding that when you're a team with a lot of talented players, it's going to be spread out a little bit, and guys are going to have different nights, and we gotta roll with that and embrace it.
Thought maybe that short turnaround, you had Saturday off, Sunday, you're practicing, coming out here, 1 day here or whatever. Was that maybe turning to be a good thing? You didn't did some change? I mean, you think after that loss could do, maybe it would take some time to kind of get there.
Well, listen, I mean, I'm not going to act like our practices were perfect, because sometimes you kind of, emotionally have to work yourself through, a tough loss. And then, we kind of looking at how we're playing and maybe, changing a few things here and there just to maybe fit this team and this personnel better. And I thought our guys did a really good job with the adjustments. And, the biggest adjustment of all was just trusting their fundamentals and playing together and moving the ball. I don't think there's any doubt it was our best ball movement we've had as a group all year.
Did you, all of you guys, but Tommy did in particular, did you watch or hear much about the other games?
It's hard. Like in my hotel room, the game's not on, and then I'm trying to get it on my iPad. So I'll have time to watch the game tonight. That's why I need to get this press conference over, and I need to get to work.
Thanks.
Or you guys must have heard about it, because I just wondered in the sense of like.
We know we're playing Oklahoma. We don't know much more than that.
Right, but I just meant like early in the game, these big upsets are happening.
Bruce, there's no upsets right now. There's no upsets because like it's so early in the year. I know there are upsets on paper and the media wants to make it because it's a great story. Listen, we're in the arena. So for us, there's no upsets. There's only respect for your opponents, and you're in a battle against another team trying to come out on top. And there's a lot of good teams out there right now. There's a lot of parity, and I bet you in another month, college basketball is going to look a lot different, and where teams are going to start getting a lot better. Listen, Jeremiah is a really talented player. He's he's got a ton of swag. He's aggressive. He goes for it. He's a really talented player. I know at the end of those tryouts, kind of the USA stuff, he was right there. And, he was a guy I wanted on the team, and then, maybe, the minutes, in that tournament get kind of tough when you can only play, it's harder to play 12 guys. So, but he's really talented. And I know he's playing great now and with a ton of confidence. So he's going to present a ton of challenges. Yeah, he reclassed this summer, so he should be a senior in high school. So it's pretty impressive what he's doing. But he has the confidence and the belief in himself to do it. I've seen that.
Last question. No, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, that is the head coach of your Arizona Wildcats, Tommy Lloyd, and Anthony Dell'Orso, along with Caleb Love after a 104-71 win over Davidson.
Also Bruce Pascoe.
And Bruce Pascoe, yes.
Did you hear there what happened at the end? The MC said one more question, and Bruce said, "Nah, let's let you guys go." He didn't ask the last question. That was great. He's like, I know Tommy's got to go watch this tape on Oklahoma and get to work.
There you go. Got back to, what did he say before the game? Back to work. You won't see me out you won't see Tommy out in the casino tonight because it's back to work.
Yeah, no need to ask him about the slide.
The slide, exactly. He won't be on that water slide tonight. Of course, it's the middle of the night. I don't think anybody is right now. All right, it is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. A few more segments to go here. 104-71, Arizona wins. We'll review our keys to the game and a whole lot more scoreboard. And let's hear some of the highlights as well. Arizona back on track, 3-2 on the season, along with Kelvin Ifan and JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hi, this is Tim Couch, retired NFL quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, partner at Meridian Wealth Management, and proud member of Meridian's Tucson Advisory Business Council. It's my favorite time of year, college football season. I've always been a proud Wildcat. As our firm has grown in Tucson with Ruben and Natalie Fernandez, I now cheer on 2 Wildcats every year. My alma mater of Kentucky, of course, and our U of A Cats. Here's to a great football season, and go Cats.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, a proud sponsor of Arizona Athletics since 1968. And this year, the Wildcats are driving into the Big 12. But we've been down this road before. From the WAC to the PAC, it's never been about the conference. It's always been about the Wildcats. And you can count on the Cats. And you can count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care for the very best deals on tires and award-winning auto care. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, we're here to get you there. Go Cats!
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. 6 model homes are now open to tour at Del Webb at Rockin' K. Here, life is about more than just beautiful homes. It's about the experiences waiting outside your front door at this new 55-plus active adult neighborhood. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
driving the lane, dunking on the competition, and playing as a team. These are things we'll see this season watching our Wildcats play basketball. These happen to be the things you'll also find when you buy your next vehicle from O'Reilly Chevrolet. The only difference is at O'Reilly, nobody gets penalized for traveling. Heck, we actually encourage it. See us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or find new roads at O'Reilly.com, where you can experience our version of a steal. O'Reilly Chevrolet, more than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE Eagle.
Honey, our yard's full of weeds. Looks like a jungle and the neighbors are complaining.
I know. I'm trying to get rid of them, but the product I'm using, it doesn't work.
Oh.
Not to mention, I don't have the time.
But it's not just weeds.
It's not?
No, I'm seeing ants.
Ants?
Yeah, and spiders.
Ooh, spiders.
I know, and I think I saw a scorpion.
No way.
Yes way, and there's a pack rat in our garage.
Ew. Okay, I'll call University Termite and Pest Control today. We'll get rid of all of them.
Okay, honey, thank you.
University Termite and Pest Control, locally owned. Find them online at bepestfree.com.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Did you know collecting sports cards is one of the fastest growing hobbies around? Whether you're looking to start or expand your collection, Showtime Cards is your ultimate destination. As one of the leading card shops in the country, they've been serving our community for over 25 years with the best in sports cards and trading card games. From rare finds to the latest releases, Showtime Cards has it all. Check them out at ShowtimeCards.com or visit them today at 5801 East Speedway. And discover why collectors everywhere trust Showtime Cards for their passion.
Our window depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden.
Dell'Orso up top, pass to Caleb Love. No look pass to Vasar as he'll finish it with the dunk. And another steal from Jaden Bradley. He'll pass to Caleb Love for three. It's good! Caleb Love with the Lexus of Tucson Charity three. What a sequence from Arizona. Oh, the bench is on its feet. The Wildcat fans are on their feet. Arizona leads 68-51.
Come on, Brody. Caleb Love put the keys in the Lexus Tucson Charity 3. Got to put some emphasis on that sponsorship and really sell it. 104-71. Wildcats win tonight. We were just watching some highlights. The Suns get blown out at home by Brooklyn. Looks like both Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal pulled up lame in the game. So who knows? Could be another 5 games out for those 2 games. Durant had 30 points tonight, 8 rebounds. Beal 17 and 3. Booker 31 points, but
78
between those 2 guys.
3 guys, yeah.
Yeah, between the big 3 tonight. But a loss at home, and we'll have to wait to see what they say about the injury situations between both Beal and Durant, who have already missed a handful of games. 127-117 was the final in that game. If we hear anything before we get out of here, we'll let you know on that. 520-848-1290. Let's review our keys to an Arizona Wildcats win in the Bahamas.
Wildcats fans, how did today's keys to the game go for the Wildcats? Keys to the game are brought to you by the Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive, the dealership that is different.
Let's start with my keys to the game. I have one major key. Get Caleb Love involved. I don't care how you had to do it. Get Caleb Love involved in the offense early in an aggressive manner. I don't know if you have to just run a play for him to drive the ball in the basket like 4 times in a row. That's what I want to see. I want to see an aggressive Caleb Love getting easier baskets, maybe even getting to the line a little bit more, get himself going offensively, because we all know that this team has got to have an aggressive Caleb Love, and that's not just aggressively shooting from distance. It's aggressively shooting from inside the arc and finding easy baskets in transition for this team. So that's my number one thing, I think, for this ball game tonight is and I think the opportunity is there to get some feel-good baskets for that young man. And the other thing, I think, when you look at a team like Davidson, and we talk about this, and J-Dub just brought it up, I mean, you don't want to allow them to get hot from outside. So just defend the perimeter is going to be the other important aspect, I think, of this game for me. We sometimes get shot sheets on these games, but the stat cast did not have shot sheets. But I'm going to go with the fact that I believe that the 4 shots that Caleb didn't make from 3 were all at the rim. So that would have been 4 of 6 buckets of 6 shots from 2 that he made at the rim. So I'm very happy with that and the aggressiveness that he showed to get himself some more easy buckets. What were the final? I didn't see. What were the final fast break points tonight for Arizona? 13. So that could always be better, but we'll take it.
13-0.
13-0. So they got none. They weren't really trying to run.
No.
Let's hear J-Dub's keys.
I think the most important thing is, number one, you got to attack the rim. I'd like to see at least 30-plus free throws from this team. That's got to be their identity moving forward. They have too many athletes on the perimeter especially, and then post presences in Krivas, obviously, is the main guy you think of. Obviously, Henry Vasar can get down there, Awaka as well. Number 2, this Davidson team has taken twice as many 2-point attempts as 3-point attempts, guys. So we might think of this as a 3-point shooting program, but that's a team that's trying to establish paint touches and trying to get – and number 2 – keep those guards out of the paint. Do your best to move your feet. The athleticism advantage for Arizona is going to be there. Do everything you can, guys, to keep those guys from driving, because drive and kick to open shooters will be a long night for Arizona if those guys get hot. That's the only way this goes sideways. And number 3, same kind of concept. You got to dominate the boards. This is a team that has a 6'9 guy, 6'10 guys their front line. Arizona will have size and athleticism advantages at every position. You got to dominate the boards and, establish that being Arizona's identity moving forward, because they've struggled on the glass versus these last couple of teams. You really need, with that length and size, to be able to do that. And those are my keys tonight versus the Davidson Wildcat.
And Arizona did dominate on the boards to the tune of 47-31 plus 16. Good night there. Happy with the rest of it?
Yeah, I mean, I think the defense is going to be a work in progress. I think those communication we think of as terms of offensive sets, and when you're running that flow offense, understanding each other's tendencies and where they're going to go as they're reading the offense. But defense is just as important, and it's when to help off your guy, when to close down the lane, and that comes with time. These guys are still figuring each other out. But more than anything, like Kelvin said, there's just the one guy out there driving. I think they did a pretty good job of keeping them from doing what they were trying to do, which is get in the paint and get open shooters. The threes, I think the big numbers for those threes guys came late because they got down. After that run, they answered the run with a little 8-0 of their own. It was all threes after that. So for the most part, yeah, I think definitely establish that physicality, which is what they need to do moving forward, because that's what this team is built around.
Kelvin's keys.
I was going to say make multiple efforts on the defensive end to not allow those three-pointers. So you're going to have to guard the whole time until you get the rebound and get possession. So I think that's going to be very important. Don't lose guys. Don't over-double and give guys opportunities to get going from the outside. Also feel like, as you said, Caleb Love going, I would love to see the guys, all 3 guards, get in the paint, and let's see if we can get the bigs going. If we can drop it off to some of the bigs and get them some easy layups by penetrating and pulling help to them, bigs to block their shots and drop it off to our bigs and maybe get a couple dunks in there. And also, you're on the road. Sometimes you say make sure you don't underestimate the opponent. I think the 2 losses is going to help with that. I don't think they're going to estimate the opponent, but continue to value the basketball. I think which team take care of the ball coming off the trip, whoever take care of the ball is going to have a better chance of winning this game.
I thought we saw a lot of that tonight in terms of, getting in the lane and dropping it off to the bigs.
Yeah, no, we actually got a few dunks. We got a few guys to get a few dunks in there. So I thought guys were being real aggressive, and I thought the guards did a good job also of passing from the free throw line extended, dropping it off to the bigs at the box, on the box, and giving them a chance to do their work as well. Give Coach some credit for setting up some plays to get Townsend the ball over on that left block and let him go to work a little bit there as well.
I don't have my dunk sheet today. They usually give us a dunk sheet, but did not get one of those today. And it seems like the ones they didn't give everybody, because I remember Townsend had a dunk, and that's not on.
It's
here.
on Stat Broadcast. You just go for scoring. Yeah. If you go to the shooting section, it says here they had 4 dunks.
Yeah, I thought they had a.
I remember Tobe had one.
Yeah. All right. That's what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to get the win in Paradise.
Wildcats fans, that's a look at your keys to the game. They're brought to you by the Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive, the dealership that is different.
It is Arizona beating Davidson 104-71. We'll get some final thoughts from Kelvin Ifan and give you your scoreboard and a little bit more when we come back. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
The Window Depot has everything you need to create the kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. Browse the aisles of in-stock cabinets available in a variety of sizes and configurations and instantly elevate your space today. Visit a showroom and let our experts guide you. Whether you're choosing from ready-to-go designs or creating a custom masterpiece, we can help you select the perfect wood type, color, and style, and top it off with unique hardware to complete your look. Find a location near you at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilders.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, a proud sponsor of Arizona Athletics since 1968. And this year, the Wildcats are driving into the Big 12. But we've been down this road before. From the WAC to the PAC, it's never been about the conference. It's always been about the Wildcats. And you can count on the Cats. And you can count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care for the very best deals on tires and award-winning auto care. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, we're here to get you there. Go Cats!
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or RoyalKia.com.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Go Wildcats! As a new season starts, the Tucson Police Department bears down with the Tucson community. We are looking to build our team, and we need you. Interested in joining our starting lineup? Visit jointucsonpd.org. Join our team and score a great career. From our commissioned officers to our professional staff, Tucson Police Department proudly stands behind the Arizona Wildcats. Bear down and apply today at jointucsonpd.org.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. You're listening to the flagship of Arizona Wildcats Athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. Our window depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden.
Down to Townsend on the left block, trying to pass left block. His defender down over to Krivas. The lay-in is up and good for Mo Krivas.
Big to big pass. Trey Townsend saw Krivas looming in front of the rim. Love the assist.
Mo Krivas, 10 points, 4 for 4 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the line in 17 minutes to go along with 4 rebounds. Trey Townsend had one of the Wildcats' 13 assists tonight. It's not a big assist night for the Wildcats. Actually had 15 on 39 made baskets. You'd like to see that number be a little bit more, but was not necessarily necessary tonight as Arizona wins, and they shot 50% from three. I think that might be their best game in terms of percentage-wise shooting from three this season. They win it 104-71. Up next is Oklahoma. Again, that'll be a game that'll start tomorrow. What did I say? 2:30 or 3 o'clock, did I say? Tomorrow at
3 p.m. our
3
time.
o'clock. 3 o'clock, so... And it's the third game, so who knows? We were the third game. No, we were the fourth game today. So there could be delays. Today's game was delayed, what, about a half hour, J-Dub?
1 overtime's worth of delays, yes.
Yeah, 1 overtime's worth of delay. So network coverage at 2:30 tomorrow. Our coverage will begin at 11:30 in the morning. So join us for your Arizona basketball game 2 from the Bahamas. Kelvin, any final thoughts on getting off the schneid, ending the losing streak? That was the most important thing, getting back to the winning ways for Arizona and getting some confidence in a team that had kind of gotten hit in the mouth the last 2 games.
Well, as Coach Lloyd said, it got their swag back, and I thought you saw it with Caleb Love and Dell'Orso, Tobe. I mean, multiple guys. We can go up and down the lineup. I thought they played great, and you just wanted to see them get that energy back and that winning attitude back, and understanding that the system actually works and you can play within it and be successful. Just got to tweak it here and there. Excited to see the game tomorrow against a tougher Oklahoma team to see how they react after playing this way today.
Conrad Martinez got into the ball game late, 6 minutes.
He got in the first half.
Yeah.
He got in the first half, guys. Conrad got some first half minutes.
Yeah, and you know what that means. That means that he's playing well at practice. Coach understands that you need to, Jaden, a lot of the guards haven't been necessarily getting assists. So you throw him in there a little bit because you're starting to get him ready a little bit just in case you may need him.
Change the pace, Kelvin. Change the pace.
We didn't really talk much about it. Jaden Bradley today. He had 8 points, 2 of 6, 4 for 4 from the line. 8 points, 4 assists, 2 turnovers in 25 minutes in tonight's game. Arizona wins it 104-71. Kelvin, we will talk to you tomorrow.
Sir, see you guys
tomorrow. Absolutely. Bear down. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll come back, give you your scoreboard, and wrap it up right after this. Indy Wildcats win it by a score of 104-71. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day on Wildcats Radio 1290.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 35 years, Goldberg and Osborne agrees. Bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including Tucson and Sierra Vista, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 2,200 five-star Google reviews prove Goldberg and Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after an accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm 4 years in a row tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg and Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or RoyalKia.com.
Don't hold back. Just dive right in. This is Desert Diamond. The round-the-clock, off-the-charts, over-the-top spectacle that puts a shine on any day, anytime. The tables are hot to the touch. The slots are spinning winners every day. And the point spreads are yours for the taking. So go ahead. Live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino. Visit ddcaz.com.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rocking K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rocking K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 18 model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. LiveRockingK.com. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Day in and day out, we're inundated with commercials asking to review your portfolio or telling you to get a second opinion. This is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management, and I want to share the advice I give people every day. Talk to 3 different advisors at 3 different firms. It's important to understand their differences and find someone you can trust. I want Meridian to be one of your 3, and then you will decide who is best for you. To learn more, call us at 719-1433 today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Make the right choice for your home when it comes to windows and doors. For more than 20 years, the Window Depot has provided the best price and biggest inventory on in-stock windows and doors. The Window Depot is open to the public, so whether you're a homeowner or a contractor, you can shop the enormous warehouse. Browse the shelves with over 1,000 vinyl windows, interior and patio doors, and skylights in several varieties and sizes available to go home today. Shop thewindowdepot.com or find a location near you. The Window Depot. Best price, biggest inventory.
JT Auto, where customers are family. Trust your vehicle to JT Auto professional and reliable automotive repair and maintenance services. JT Auto is conveniently located off Fort Lowell and Country Club. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guaranteed, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where customers are family. 623-7066. That's 623-7066.
Are you facing plumbing problems and need a reliable solution? Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, or an upgrade to a tankless water heater, Rightway has you covered. And for a limited time only, we're offering 10% off your next repair or installation. Don't let plumbing issues ruin your day. Call Rightway at 520-276-2775. We'll get a plumber to your door. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Our Window Depot coverage on the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Gameday postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now back to your hosts, David Kelly, the Captain Kelvin Ifan, and J.W. Madden. Let's take a look at what's happening today around the rest of the country. Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, the injury lawyers.
4 games today at the Battle of Atlantis. One of those games involved our old friend Umar Ballo.
Ballo out of the left wing here for Indiana. Handoff, fake to Mbako, given to Carlisle, slips into Ballo inside, 2-hand jam.
That was off Indiana. Learfield. Ballo finished with 11 points, but his guys did not win today as they fall did Umar Ballo and Indiana. And so they are on to the losers side of the bracket. Louisville beats them 89-61. It's the first loss of the season for the 14th ranked Hoosiers. Malik Reynaud. I don't know if he's any relation to Maxime Reynaud, but Malik Reynaud finished with 21 points for Indiana. And it was Chucky Hepburn, 16 points, 10 assists, 7 steals for Louisville. Other games today at the Battle of Atlantis. Number 3, Gonzaga falls 86-78 to West Virginia. So the Big 12 boys, led by Javon Small, who had 31 points and 7 rebounds, hand the Gonzaga Bulldogs their first loss of the season, 86-78. The one other game at the Battle of Atlantis was the Oklahoma Sooners, and Oklahoma, out of the SEC, gets the win over Providence today. So they will face the Arizona Wildcats in the second round. Oklahoma 79-77. It gets the win there. It was Kobe Elvis, as J-Dub said. We get Kobe Elvis tomorrow, and he scored 26 points for the Sooners, who are now 5-0 on the season. Providence loses for the first time this season. Checking out the rest of your Big 12 scoreboard on this Wednesday evening before Thanksgiving. It was actually, there's a game that hasn't even started yet. It starts at 10:30. Number 6 ranked Houston is going to play Notre Dame. That's at the Players Era Festival, and that's that NIL deal out in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So that's coming up. Houston's already lost twice this season. They are 3-2. Colorado falls at Iowa State. That was not a conference game because it was at the Maui Invitational, but potential preview there. 2 Big 12 teams. Iowa State wins at 99-71. It was Cincinnati over Alabama State, 77-59. The 16th ranked Bearcats are 6-0 on the season. 17th ranked Baylor beats New Orleans 91-60, and unranked Central Florida at 5-2 knocked off Milwaukee by a score of 84-76. Other games in the top 25 of note: Xavier is trailing Michigan. How about Sean Miller's team off to a 6-0 start? They are ranked number 22 in the country right now. They are playing at the Fort Myers tip-off down in Florida. They had a good first year under Sean, then kind of fell back a little bit last year, but Xavier appears to be back among the living again this year. Number 10, Marquette is beating Stonehill. No idea where that is, 67-47. North Carolina is trailing Michigan State by 13 late in the first. That is the Maui third-place game. Michigan State on top by 13. Rutgers early over number 5 Alabama, 8-5. Other finals, it was in a battle of top 25 teams. Texas A&M beat Creighton today, 77-73. And it was number 4 Auburn over Memphis in the Maui championship game, 90-76. 21 points for Johnny Broome in that particular ball game. On campus today, Arizona volleyball knocked off UCF 3-1. That is 6 straight wins for the ladies, and they will finish their regular season on Friday at Texas Tech. Arizona women's basketball lost 74-62 to California. It was 18 points for Jada Williams, 13 for Sanaya Ja. The ladies played without Brea Cunningham, who had a family emergency and was not with the team today. Roadrunners played tonight as well, and what did they do? The Roadrunners won over Coachella Valley in overtime tonight at the TCC by a score of 4-3. They are now 9-8. We mentioned the Suns' loss to the Nets. I got to read you this one tweet. It's really funny, J-Dub. Brooklyn beat the Suns' big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal with a big three of Ben Simmons, Dennis Schroeder, and Tyrese Martin.
Hey, I mean, Dennis Schroeder is not who you think he is. That dude is much better today than he was 10 years ago. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You look at the scores, DK, 78 points for those three. Not much else from the rest. That's not a recipe for success.
And it sounds like the Beal injury, we were talking in the last segment, it's both like within seconds of each other, both Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal had their foots stepped on and tweaked, and it sounds like the Beal thing might be not something that's short-term. So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Back to the Houston Cougars.
Yeah.
So they're 3-2 on the season.
Right.
They got Iron Bowled. Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost to Auburn and Alabama.
Yeah.
Those are their two losses are to Auburn and Alabama.
Right. There you go. I like the way you put that. Iron Bowled. All right.
That is number 11 Alabama. I'm sorry, number 9 Alabama, number 11 Auburn. Two very good teams as well.
There you go. Alabama playing right now up to number 9 and leading Rutgers by 5 with about 6 minutes to go at the Players Era in Las Vegas. A lot of tournaments, a lot of holiday tournaments going on around the country this Thanksgiving week. All right, final thoughts, J-Dub?
Yeah, good win. I mean, they took care of business and, like to see the fact, DK, that a lot of bench guys got in and were productive because it's a long 3 days, 3 games in 3 days. And the fact, as you mentioned earlier, they started the final game of the night. They're going to be playing semi-early tomorrow. So get your rest, get back at it tomorrow. Oklahoma's a good team. So looking forward to a good game tomorrow.
There you go. Our coverage again will begin at 11:30 in the morning. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. And tip-off is scheduled, we say scheduled because you never know, for 3 o'clock in Paradise Island. I'd like to thank all the folks who are part of this broadcast today. J.W. Madden, Dusty Dale running the FM side of it, and Priscilla Magua as well, associate producer. Once again, your final score in front of 1,737 at the Atlantis Resort Imperial Arena tonight. The Arizona Wildcats 104, Davidson 71. J-Dub, where's the music? I got to have my music. I got to have my winning. Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe we won't have our Wild About the Cats just tonight, but we'll get that for you. All right. Arizona, and we had given you that poll earlier in the show, so they will not have an opportunity to play Gonzaga or Indiana, so it's either going to be Louisville or it's going to be, who's the other team? Louisville and West Virginia.
Everybody's writing storylines before the games take place, DK.
Right, exactly. One of those two teams. There we go. Now we can end the show right.
W-I-L-D. That's W-I-L-D.
Oh, by the way, our guy Doug checks in on the text groove. He said he just wants to say that Brody Dryden is a rising star and has hit the ground running. His dad, who's Brian Jeffries, trained him so well. He's a natural, and we're lucky to have him, especially when Brian can't be in two places at once. That is from Doug in Tucson. Brody Dryden and Ryan Hansen will be back on the broadcast tomorrow. For J.W. Madden and Kelvin Efon, I'm David Kelly giving that final score, final time. Arizona 104, Davidson 71. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 11:30 on Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Bear down, Arizona.
W-I-L-D. Cats. Wild about the Cats.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona basketball rolls on. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Broadway in Tucson, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, Drain Medics, First Choice Pools, Goldberg and Osborne, The Injury Lawyers, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, Lexus of Tucson, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Recon Auto Detail, Right Way Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Rockin' K Master Plan Community Designed by Nature, Showtime Sports Cards, Tucson Police Department, University Termite and Pest Control, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. Thank you for listening to this special presentation from Wildcats Radio 1290. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Purposes, I have the Bills this week at 3. Changed my mind. Here's where we have a big difference in our rankings. Not a lot of love for the Minnesota Vikings in yours. I have the Vikings as my number 4 team. That defense is absolutely legit. Sam Darnold, for the first 4 games,